Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to a video about St. Joseph. So this Friday, the 19th of March, is the feast of St. Joseph, someone who is incredibly important in our faith and in the history of our faith. Joseph was Jesus' earthly father. Joseph was the husband of Mary, and Joseph plays a really important role in our faith. And as such, not only is today his feast day, but Pope Francis has dedicated the next year to reflecting on the character of St. Joseph and what we can learn from him. And I just thought we'd kick that off with three things about St. Joseph that are really important and that make him a really exemplary role model for us to follow. First thing to say is that Joseph was a man who completely trusted God. We don't know an awful lot about St. Joseph. Everything we do know about him is contained in the Bible, and there isn't that much there about him. But what we do know is that on several occasions, Joseph had a dream, and that dream greatly altered the path that he was planning on following. And that dream involved a visit from an angel, a messenger from God. So on several occasions, Joseph was planning on doing something, heard a message from God, and changed to follow the path that God had laid out for him. And that shows huge trust in God and huge trust in the path that God has laid out for him. So if we think about when Mary announced that she was pregnant, Joseph was concerned and worried and had made plans to quietly leave Mary. But an angel visited him in a dream and encouraged him to stay faithful to Mary. So he did. And then when Jesus was born, Joseph was planning on returning to his family and sharing with his family his newborn baby and all of the joys that came with that. But an angel visited him in a dream, warned him about the dangers that Herod posed to his family and to Jesus. And so instead, they fled into Egypt. A great change in his plan, but complete trust in God through that. God will send us our own messages, maybe not in the form of dreams and angels, but God will show us the path that he wants us to follow. Do we always trust in God? Do we always know that that path is right? Because if we don't, we need to turn to St. Joseph for a little bit of inspiration and to ask him to pray for us that we might be more courageous. The second thing is that Joseph loved Jesus because he was his father. And when I think about my own dad, I think about someone who loved me more than I deserved. You know, when I did things wrong, he still loved me. When I made mistakes, he was still there for me. When I needed help and support, he was there. And Joseph would have been the same for Jesus. Joseph would have taught Jesus things about the world. He probably took him under his wing as a carpenter and trained him in those ways. Joseph was someone who showed complete love for Jesus. And we're called to do the same, to love Jesus and to try to love Jesus as much as he loves us. That's another thing that we can take from the life of Joseph. The third thing is a little bit unusual. Throughout the Bible, lots of people say lots of important things. With Joseph, he didn't say anything. At no point in any of the Gospels does Joseph speak. At no point in any of the Gospels does Joseph utter a single word. We hear lots from Mary. We hear lots from Mary's cousin Elizabeth. But Joseph is silent. And I think there's a really powerful message here about the need for us to find time for silence, for quiet, for reflection. Our world is incredibly noisy, full of distractions and things that are trying to take our attention away from us. But Joseph shows us the importance of silence, the importance of having time to be still, calm, and quiet. And so, over the course of the coming weeks and months, find time to do just that. Find time to be still, to be calm, to be silent. Because in a world of noise, Joseph shows us the importance of silence. So there's just a few little things about St. Joseph, and there's loads more that we could learn from his life and loads more that we'll unpack over the course of the next year. But Joseph really is someone who should be an inspiration to us all, as he is to millions across the world. So why don't you ask for St. Joseph to pray for you, to bring you courage, to bring you love, and to give you the gift of silence. I hope you have a great week. See you again soon. Goodbye.